So we're here with Dean Ward from U.S. Luxury Group. And so, Dean, I'm dying to know what happened with the auction.
Well, Jay, we had a lot of excitement. We brought our entire team out. We had our full production on. And you know, at the last minute, that's the beauty of what we do. We ended up getting an offer come across the table.
Oh, really?
Oh, absolutely. And after much negotiation and much discussion, we sat down with Keith and discussed with him his options. And he had a choice. He could have went ahead with the auction, or he could call the auction off and go with the offer and move towards more traditional real estate and having an offer come across.
Okay, and so the offer that was in, was that close to what, because he had a price in mind as
He did.
he was hoping for. Was that offer near there?
It was close.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Right there?
Yes.
And so then you negotiate it and do all that stuff? And
Absolutely.
Then, okay, good. And so what was that number? What happened?
You know, I would absolutely love to tell you, but I can't because it has not closed yet. But I promise we will reveal it on a future show.
Okay, because it has to season. Once they lock the deal, then they season the deal like any other real estate
Exactly.
deal. And we can't disclose it, I guess. Yeah.
We absolutely cannot. And actually, it was a great decision by Keith to postpone the auction or to put off the auction.
Because he had the option to either take the bird in hand or go to the bush and see what happens.
Exactly.
And if this one works for him, then why go to the bush?
And we've had multiple other people come to the table. We've got a battle on right now. People are fighting for this property.
Oh, really? Now, so
Absolutely.
now they're trying to figure out why. Oh, they had been. So were there bidders there? How's it work?
Yes, there were multiple bidders
So
that
they're
had
all registered, and they had to bring checks and stuff, right?
Absolutely.
How
They
much
had to
was
show
that
up
check?
with a check for $50,000 written out to themselves.
Oh my goodness. So they were serious.
Dead serious.
Okay. And gosh, they must have been frustrated when.
You know, it is frustrating, and I feel bad for them, but
That's the strategy, though, right?
that's our strategy, and you know what? We have to keep Keith's best interest at heart.
But they had the option because they knew that they could bring an offer beforehand. And so they had the strategy of either, hey, I can send my offer in now and try and lock this thing up, or I can see if I can wait till the auction and maybe I can drive this thing down, because this was an absolute auction. If it went for $500,000, it was gone.
Exactly. So that, you know, there is somewhat of a risk to the seller or the homeowner. But you know what? The bottom line is all of these people that were involved and all the people that were interested had the option, and you nailed it, that they could have made an offer before the auction.
And so one of them just jumped on that offer.
One of them jumped on it
I wonder
at the
if he
last
recognized
minute.
coming in, saw all the people bidding and was like, I'm going to lock this thing up now because I don't want to take my chances.
You know, Jay, 40 or 50% of the time, our auctions don't go to auction because the house sells beforehand or an offer comes across.
Well, and that's kind of what you want, right?
Absolutely.
Because in the end, it's about selling the property,
100%.
but not giving away the property. You know,
That's
but
exactly
you
it.
never know. You never know on every given Sunday.
We're not going to give away the properties.
This day, Saturday, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's super exciting. So, was there a lot of tension and excitement, or what's that look like?
You know what? And you'll see on the footage that there was a lot
Yeah.
of tension because it's an exciting moment, but it's also a very nerve-wracking, for lack of a better word, moment because there's a lot going on. There's a lot of negotiations, and you know, I mean, it's Keith's one of his biggest decisions he's going to make, whether he wants to move forward with the auction or whether he wants to cancel it and move forward with the offer.
Okay, well,
I think he made the best decision.
yeah. Well, he seems excited because when I talked to him, he was pleased.
He's very happy.
Well, good for you. All right, well, Dean, so if somebody wanted to contact you, if they had a house and they were thinking about doing something like this, how would they contact you?
You know, they can go to our web address, usluxurygroup.com, or they can call our 800 number and contact us directly.
Well, great. Well, thanks for coming on the show. We're excited for the next one because you're going to do another one, right?
Absolutely. We got a great property coming up.
Oh, man, I'm excited. So we were just talking with Dean, and now I've got Matt here. So on the morning of the auction, tell me what you're experiencing.
To say stress would be an understatement. Here we have 4 weeks of open houses, and nearly 700 people have come through this property. Part of the process is they understand that the morning of the auction, they come, they bring a $50,000 cashier's check made payable to themselves, and in the event that they're the winning bidder, they sign that check over to the title company that's on site. So we've done all the preparations. We've got catering here. We've got music here. We've got title companies here and attorneys. We've got escrow agents here. And now it all comes down to how many people show up. So it was very, very nerve-wracking.
And so you just watched in the driveway to see who's going to come strolling up, that sort of thing?
Seriously, it's one of those things that we were looking outside, just anticipating the buyers to come, and relieved as people started to show up with checks.
I bet. And so, process. So, tell me what else went on.
Well, we obviously this is different than the stuff that you see on reality TV on auctions where somebody's lost their house. This is a luxury asset divestiture. I mean, like you started in this series, it's the way you would sell a piece of fine art. So we want to deliver a good result for our client. We want to deliver a good result for his agent, which is, Lori's the one that brought us to Keith. We wanted to make sure we exceed their expectations. We wanted to make sure that everything was proper for legal and for the title company. And so the morning of, we've got, mimosas or orange juice and catering, and everything is set up. So it is an event. It's a celebration of the property, of the prior owner, of the new owners coming in, and the success of the process itself.
And so you feel like it was a success, and I assume.
I really do, yeah. This one was a little bit different. We actually have an offer outside of the auction that we're working on closing. There were a couple of contingencies. As we discussed in this property, there are multiple parcels of land here. So the house sits on 1.96 acres, and then there are two 1.5 acre parcels in the back, and then another separate parcel. So there were actually 4 parcels of land. So it's a process. We're working on closing it outside of the traditional auction format, but I believe we've delivered an exceptional result for our seller.
Yeah, is he happy?
He's thrilled. In fact, one of the things that he said to me was, anybody that is even considering selling a piece of high-end real estate, you have them call me, because everything that you guys promised me you would do, you did, and then some.
Well, that's great. Well, so if somebody needed to contact you, they got a house like that, how would they reach you?
Our website is usluxurygroup.com, and there's a contact us and email link. There's also a toll-free number. They can contact us directly. We work with a number of different agencies here in town. We partner with real estate agents. So if an agent has a listing that they're maybe struggling on how to get it sold, and their listing is about to expire, we'd love to come in and assist them with that. We do a full service. We brought in staging. There were some repairs that needed to be done to the Good Karma Lodge. I mean, you don't realize that 13,300 square feet, there are a lot of light bulbs.
Yeah,
and we came through here and a bunch were out, and so we brought crews through to make sure that was all cleaned up, and that's a service that we offer to the agents that we partner with and the sellers that we bring on. So, hopefully we deliver a good value, and we're excited to move on to the next one. I've got some exciting things to show you on some of the next episodes.
So you got another house you're working on?
We actually have a few.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is some of these special, or?
Yeah, exceptional. And there are some properties like nothing you've ever seen before. I'm kind of excited to share them.
Oh, I'm super excited. Well, thanks for being on the show. I really appreciate it. I'm excited for the future and see where this goes.
Thanks for having us. This has been a great journey.